So do you all have desktops? Because if you have mobile app and I share any file here in Zoom, it won't be accessible to those who have mobile phones. So it won't work. If you have desktop, then only you can download.
हो ना हो ना.
Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, I have shared the zip file. It is just uploading. Okay, so in the meanwhile, few small things that we can discuss here. So on many websites, you would have seen embedding of external websites. Okay, so like YouTube video will be embedded, or maybe Twitter feeds will be embedded, or Facebook posts will be embedded, or any other website content will be embedded. So let us see how we can do that. We can also do it on our website. So I will create a file refer.html, and we'll start with YouTube first. So for that, we can go to youtube.com and select any video. Consider I select this. And then here there is a link.
See the video's logo right here? Well, instead of that,
and you can see here there is a share link. On this, you can click on embed, and it will give you an URL. Just copy that URL and go to your file refer.html, save it, and run it. So if I run it, so can you see this video has come embedded on my web page? And then I can run it from here. Next, Twitter feed. So publish.twitter.com, and then you can whatever. Suppose you want to publish a tweet or a profile or a handle, anything you can do. So suppose I want to add handles. We have a web page, PK India. So I will simply click on this, embed Twitter, copy code, done. And then I can go and paste it, Control V, save it. And I will run my project again. Can you see all the tweets from PK India are now visible here? Okay, so now that is fine. Only problem is that it is taking the entire page. So if it is in taking the entire page, anyway I have to teach it tomorrow. Otherwise I can put it in a div with I will change the height and width. So width, suppose I put 200 pixels. Height I will put 70 VH, and overflow, not hidden, overflow will be scroll. So this, and then this Control X, and after my Twitter feed, I will add this end of div. So in that way, I have set the width of the this Twitter timeline to 200 pixel and height to 70 VH. So now you can see that that feeds are coming in a smaller portion, and then you can scroll and see all the past feeds. So this is it. Now the last thing is that which we have already used here in this YouTube, embedding the YouTube video, but otherwise also you can embed any external website. So like iFrame, suppose I set some width equal to 200, height equal to 300, and source equal to. Now remember, iFrame, using iFrame you can show any website, but there may be some websites which may have put some restrictions. So I will select any, I will select my own website and see if it is visible. Okay, now you can see my website is visible. Only thing is that since the width is very less, so it is looking like this. Let me increase the width. Okay, so now you can see my PK website is visible. So in this way, we can embed any external links or any website onto our own website. So this is how we refer, like I gave an example of YouTube, Twitter, and some other website like pkindia.in, which I can embed or show a snippet onto my own website. If I want to show only 5 tweets, then you should ask Twitter, because publish.twitter.com they have written. So they only give us the code which we can embed into our website. But if you want to show any specific tweet, so suppose that I will go to twitter.com, and then I want to show only this tweet. So I can only click on embed tweet and copy the code. So in that scenario, only that particular tweet will be shown, not all tweets. Okay, so this particular tweet by our Prime Minister is now being shown here. So we can embed depending on what is our requirement, either all the timeline or a specific tweets or a specific page or a specific handle, whatever, we can adjust it. Now, next question is, okay. Does web programming depends on using iOS or Windows? No, not at all, because HTML, it is not platform dependent. It's a website anyone can access from anywhere. It's a standard. Okay, so any standard is uh, same across all browsers or platform. But again, but in some cases the UI may be changed. Okay, so let me give an example. Like today we had one form, localhost slash pg tag day one form.html. Now, can you see this choose file, how this is displayed? This was for input type equal to file. Okay, now same thing I will open in Safari. Now see, the look and feel has changed. Now, if you open it in Mozilla, it will be totally different. It will be written browse file. Okay, so in this way, I just want to say that for some elements, the look and feel may change. Okay, but like suppose now here the message is please include an @ in the email address. Okay, please include an @ in the email message. Now let us see how Safari is doing this. Enter an email address. So the message has changed. Okay, but ultimately the working will be the same. So message is changed depending on what browser you are using. Maybe look and feel may also be changed, but ultimately the method will be same. It's you have to validate email address. Whatever message you write, it will be to validate the email address. What is character set UTF-8 means? Okay, so basically the characters, they are encoded in a particular format. So you may be remembering ASCII code earlier, so in which 7-bit was used for encoding any character, but there were so many characters that it is not possible to encode everything in ASCII. So later on UTF-8 came. UTF, it's a Unicode transformation format, and it is capable of encoding almost almost million of characters. Now, after that, UTF-16 is there. If UTF-8 is not sufficient, but for HTML, UTF-8 is the standard. So this is Unicode for denoting one. For denoting a symbol or any character in HTML using this UTF-8. Any more questions? So day1.zip, can you see it is uploaded? So if you want to download it and share it in your WhatsApp group. Or otherwise, if this is not possible, I will share it using some drive or anything else. Okay. And so anyway, I am here for another till 3:30, or even I can be there till 4 o'clock if you want. And you can post your questions here. As soon as I see any question, I will respond to that. Yeah, I had muted myself. I did not speak anything. So basically, as Raksha has said, element is from a starting tag to ending tag plus the content. So that is one element. And if the content is another element, then it will be a complex element. Otherwise, it is a simple element. That's all. We will read about this in detail in XML. Uh, so basically, definition list or DL, it is similar to our list, uh, not exactly same, but it is similar to our list, where there is one element and we have to add definition about that. Okay, so like PG tag, and then this is a, suppose I want to write the description, this is a course for advanced computing. Then PGDIT is for information security. So for that we use DL tag. So DL tag is a data list, and then for each inside DL tag, it's better that if I display it. So I will add one more definition. So DL is for definition list. Oops, let me rename it .html. Okay, so now DL. So DL is for definition list, and inside that data definition and DT for data text. And here I can write like PG DAC, and for the definition I can add this is advanced computing course. And then next, similarly, I can add next data text like datus, and the data definition I can write for security, something like that. And finally, I have to close the DL tag. Now we'll go to this and definition.html. So this is my text and this is the description. Again text and this is the description, and so on. So the same can be achieved using your list also. Okay, what is the next question? I want to make a box right side of the form to upload the photo of candidate. How to make that box, and downside of that box, the candidate upload the photo file. Okay, so see, all these questions are of layout. Currently, we are only talking about the HTML forms. So currently we are only looking at HTML elements which we have added on our website. But till now we have not learned about how to place them. So whether they will be on the left, on the right there, what will be the background color, what will be the text color. So all those alignment or formatting we will learn tomorrow in CSS class. Now, why div tag is considered better than the table tag for designing? See, table tag, if you see, it will take up the entire space, and then you will forget where is the TD, where is this starting TD, where is the ending TD, and then how many columns are in this one, how many rows are in this one. So of course you can use this for designing the web page, the template, but I think div is better in terms of designing capability as well as the ease of work. For using navbar, we will use the nav tag, neither table nor div. Of course, we can use div also, and we can use lists also, UL, unordered lists. But ultimately, I will tell you one thing. See, we may learn all those things because these are the basic of basics, but ultimately we should use bootstrapping, and bootstrapping will give you their own classes using which you can design beautifully your page, which will look good on your mobile as well as on the desktop. So even the navbar that Salini is asking, that is also will be designed in Bootstrap, and it will look very nice. So let's Bootstrap come, we'll see. Your voice is breaking. Yeah, there is connectivity problem here today. It's lockdown. I'm not in the office, so there's a connection problem. So to upload a file, we can use a input type equal to file, as I have shown here. Input type equal to file and name equal to resume. Name can be anything. Now, if I make this, it will give me a file selector. So this is a file selector. If I click on this, it will allow me to choose a particular file. Now the question is that, can I restrict any file type or file size, as it was asked earlier also? So yes, we can restrict it, but currently we are restricting it on the server side. So once the form is submitted, it goes to the other end, to the another file, um, where it will be validated. What is the type of the image, MIME type, and what is the file size. So depending on what criteria it is, like if someone has said that file size should not exceed 100 KB, so in that case, we will check whether file size is less than 100 KB, and then give the message whether the registration is completed or whether we should ask him to re-upload the file. Now the same thing can be done using JavaScript also, which will be taught in JavaScript. Okay, metadata. So basically in the real world, if you see what is a metadata, so metadata is basically by definition data about data. Okay, so suppose you have a file. Okay, so what are the metadata? Like file size or file type or file dimension. If it is a video file, what is the resolution? So all those things are metadata because they are oh, now am I audible? Okay, so I will repeat. So metadata is basically information about some data. So like I have a file. So what can be the metadata? File size or file type, or if it is a video file, then video definition, all those things for metadata. Now, similarly, if for a website, what all can be metadata? So metadata may be like encoding type, which is UTF-8, or author, who is the author of that page, or what are the keywords, the important keywords that define that web page, or that are the representative of that web page. So these are metadata. So all the metadata we write in the head part. We do not any metadata, it won't be displayed to the user at the end, but it is just for the information of the crawler as well as for your website. So it is just an information, it is not visible to the user. And input type equal to hidden, what it will do. So there are some input which we do not want the user to see. Okay, it is for internal purpose. So like suppose that I want to check that I have a website where lakhs of people come, and then I want to check how many have registered. Now for this data I can use either a statistics for visiting statistics, or otherwise what I can do is I can internally generate a visitor ID and put it into the form which is being saved. So in that way, we can know that out of the visitors, how many visitors really registered. So it is for internal purpose. And many a times we do not want the user to see something. So like we have created one streaming server, and which in which the streaming ID is generated randomly on the go. Now user do not need to see the streaming ID, but we need that streaming ID to identify the video. So then we declare it as a hidden field so that he doesn't see, but I have to use that. So I will put it as a hidden input. Okay, everyone, then we'll break for the day, and tomorrow see you at 9. And if you have even more questions tomorrow morning also, we can take the questions.